If you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Hey now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Still Got Game, episode 472. Still Got Game's official podcast of tooltoplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I am Roger, aka the Hitman.
And I am Chris Selden, 007 Selden.
And there's three of us tonight. So that's a boost over our last two shows. So a plus one, if you will.
Three people on the launch of Halo as well.
Yes, exactly. Shows
I thought Tiff was going to be here. Halo's out. Tiff should have been back.
Yeah, Halo. Yeah, this makes Tiffany a liar.
I don't know if you can say the same day that it comes out, but yes.
No.
But yes. So we're back for a show. We'll try to keep it brief so you can get back to your Halo goodness, everyone. But let's jump right in the show proper, and we'll start with the feedback and questions from last week's show. And remember, our voicemail will cut you off after a minute. The Great One comments. I was in a mate's car, and he was listening to your show. Happy to say I'm now subscribed to the podcast as well. That's what it says. I was in a mate's car, and he was listening to your show.
So,
England
Selden
or Australian? What do you think?
Selden.
Yeah.
This is another one of Derek's made up ones, right? Like he's trying to throw us off with the mate thing, right?
No, I'm going international. We're going international, baby.
I don't know, man.
The Great One is from Australia. I'm going with it.
All right.
We're glad to have you as a new subscriber, The Great One. The name is also not spelled out The Great One. It has numbers in it, so yeah. But yes, welcome aboard and glad to have you as a subscriber. All right, next up, Penny91 asks, what is your earliest gaming memory and on what platform? Anyone want to jump on this first?
I'm gonna have to go back to the original Atari. That's what I grew up with, the original Atari 2600. Playing a little Breakout, some Pac-Man, what's the tank game? Oh crap!
Combat.
Combat. Yep. Yeah. The classic, blowing in cartridges, flipping the difficulty switch from A to B.
Yep. Color
and
black
TV
and white switch. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my earliest, I can say.
All right.
What was the question? My earliest.
What's your earliest gaming memory and on what platform?
Yeah, it'd have to be Atari with Snoopy.
Nice.
I think that was like my first game that I got was the Atari, and it was like Snoopy where he's like flying around his house.
Yep. Flying in the doghouse. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
All right. That would be so mine. I can't remember which one came first, but we definitely had the 2600 and tons of games for that. But we also had the Magnavox Odyssey, which was like basically a Pong thing with the two knobs, but it also had a light gun, like the very first light gun in history. And I can't remember which came first, but we had both of those. But yeah, I played the shit out of Atari as a kid.
Yeah, that's all there was, right?
Yep. Indiana Jones. That was pretty sick. Go to the secret room. It was good times.
I'm gonna have to say I knew that I was a lifelong gamer probably early on, because some of my earliest memories is my stepfather got an Intellivision that only he was allowed to play because it had the poker game on it.
Wow, nice.
And so whenever he was out of the house, I would sneak up into their room and play their television.
Nice, with the little disc that you spun around.
Yeah, the disc and the number pads.
Yep. Yeah. You slid in the little inserts. Yep.
Yeah. And then soon after that, then the Vectrex came out, which was the first portable gaming system, which was heavier than your PC right now.
Oh, exactly. Yes. Yeah. Oh, good memories. Thanks for asking, Penny91. All right. Next up, Quilverate comments. Quilverate. I don't know. That's not even a real word. Quilverate comments. I was in my local Target over the weekend, and they had multiple Xbox Series X and S, as well as PS5s in stock. Just wanted to let your listeners know if they are still having issues getting one online.
Those ones are long gone. You got lucky
Yeah.
on a stock arrival.
Yeah, I don't-
That's what that is.
Uh,
You know,
I
there's
never go
been a
to
couple
stores
times that
like
our comment, our audience has said that they've seen Xboxes and PlayStations on shelves. I'm like, I don't see them anywhere on shelves
I
here in
don't
New
see
York.
them
man.
anywhere.
There's-
Yeah.
Do you guys regular those stores though? Like I
I
can't.
go in
I
occasionally.
thought I remember I said I saw one in the store the other day. I was like, "Oh, should I get this?"
No.
And then like again, I've never seen that ever since. Like I must have been like really lucky at that time and didn't realize.
Yeah,
But
this guy
yeah.
must have been, or girl must have been super lucky because saw all three. That's like seeing the fucking Holy Grail and the Ark of the Covenant. Like
No,
all-
that's called luck. That's
Yeah.
called they got lucky on stock day. Like
Yeah.
stock just must have showed up, got put
And
out.
on-
You know.
Yeah.
And honestly, right now, if you see a PlayStation on a shelf, grab it because they announced it might be one of our news stories. I
It
didn't
is.
see it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be quiet then. Grab it.
Yeah. Definitely pick them up. I don't usually go to brick and mortar stores except for the grocery store, so I haven't looked, but I'm pretty sure we would have heard more about this if it was a commonplace thing. But good on you, and hopefully you picked one up if you didn't already have one. All right, and last but certainly not least, Altius asks, although I'm submitting this question before the event, it will have happened before your live show. What was your favorite part of the Xbox 20th anniversary event and why?
Selden on 3. 1, 2, 3. Halo.
Halo.
Nope.
Honestly, that's all the show was Halo. It
Yeah,
wasn't a
that's all it
20th
was.
anniversary. It had a little, nostalgia clip in it, but it
Yeah.
really
It had a few
it-
nostalgia
nuts and
clips,
bolts.
Yeah.
It was just like just get through
Get
it
to the
all
Halo
to
part.
get to 343 and get to
Yeah,
Halo.
get to the Halo part.
Nope.
Tell
Yeah.
us what's happening. What are the rumors? You know.
Yep. Yeah, I was also excited by some of the feel good memory stuff. I remember the Xbox launch. I remember the E3 shows that they were showing. I wasn't at the CES show with The Rock, but that was obviously we had all seen that after the fact. But yeah, there was a lot of feel good stuff. I can't wait to watch that 6-part miniseries on the behind the scenes on Xbox. The
No,
documentary.
I'm not gonna be watching that.
Really?
No, I'm gonna be playing Halo.
No.
That's what I'm gonna be
It,
doing.
it was cool that they brought The Rock back for that segment, though, and recap some of that stuff. But
No.
That was a cost a fortune.
No,
Well,
'cause
it's-
they
it was
obviously
probably
played it with the
cross-promotion
red
'cause-
notice. Yeah.
yeah, there's definitely cross promotion with the Netflix show. So
Yeah. If you went to the xboxvault.com today, you can see that it's very connected with
I
that.
couldn't
So-
get that site to load.
I couldn't this afternoon. I did it right before the show. So
yeah,
working on bettering my score. I got 22 at 27. So you got to be fast.
yeah.
But
There's definitely still some lag in that too because I did it too, and it was like, answer, come on,
yeah.
Come on.
How'd you score, Seldon?
Not well. I was in the middle of watching the show and talking to Hit and
Yeah, nice.
trying to do some stuff
Play
at
Halo.
work. Playing Halo.
Fair enough. fair
But
enough.
one thing about the show that I mentioned to Hit earlier on today, it's weird that Microsoft doesn't acknowledge what's the racing game it was?
Forza?
Project Gotham.
Project Gotham Racing?
Project Gotham Racing as the original racing game on the platform. They always just go to Forza,
Yeah.
but they don't go back and say Project Gotham Racing because that was one of the original 3
PGR
launch
was
titles
it was a launch title on
Yeah.
yeah.
on the original Xbox. And Hit and I both said we loved that game. It was a great game.
Yeah, it was. It was awesome.
But they abandoned that title pretty quickly afterwards. So
Yep. But overall, it was a fun, feel-good show. It was so nice that they had Robbie Bach back to lead off the show. That was kind of a shocker because he's been retired for 10 years. But yeah, good stuff. All right. Well, if you guys have any questions out there or comments, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. And on that,
Let me just say, wait. What we
Yeah.
just say? Tall Paul, you don't have to call in. You don't have to send any more messages. You can
well,
take your little comments and you can blow off.
oh, wow. Selden is pulling the D smooth and alienating a listener that didn't even comment this week.
I know, but he commented last week, and I wasn't here to defend myself.
Oh,
I seldom play all those silly little games.
I'm sure
It's not
Hidden,
just for gamers.
Yeah,
Score.
someone
I love
has
playing
to.
Games.
I'm sure Hidden I defended you well.
Oh,
No,
for sure.
I'm sure you threw me under the bus.
Oh, no.
Someone's got to do it, right?
Yeah.
You gotta have
there's
all ranges.
Yep.
All
a lot of
ranges.
fun games out there, man.
Derek
Just
covers
open
the
up your
no games.
horizons.
Derek covers the no games.
you're
Selden
s-
covers the shit games, and I cover the AAA games. Like, we know this.
Is that how this works?
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
our dynamic.
On that, why don't we hop on over into what we're playing? Hit, what have you been playing this week?
All right, I'll make this quick. Sea of Thieves, Forza Horizon, and Halo
Nice.
Infinite.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you, Selden? What have you been playing?
Hey, I've pretty much been playing Forza Horizon, 5 and Halo Infinite.
Hey, it's good. Derek, what have you been
How about
playing?
you, Derek?
All right. I have not yet fired up Infinite because I was working on the show outline, but I plan on doing that after the show. But I did play a bunch of Forza Horizon 5. And after Hit's recommendation last week, I played some Crab Game. And that game is super fun.
Yeah, that game is. Sorry, let me take it back. I also played the Crab Game.
Nice. They stole the
That was
music right
Crab
from the
Game.
show too. They stole everything.
Oh,
It's,
Yeah,
Crab
I don't
Game
know how
is
they
the,
got. I don't know how they got around that.
because in the description on Steam, it's like this is definitely not a thing from a streaming service and blah blah.
I mean, they do have a lot of other games, but a lot of them are like, this is blatantly from thing, right?
Yeah, it was whatever it was. That's a pretty quick turnaround from when Squid Game came out to when they put this game out too.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So it
Now,
must
I
have been
wasn't
based
here
on
for
something
last
they were
week's-
working on.
I wasn't here for last week's conversation. Is Crab Game is that designed like a Humans Fall Flat type of
No,
game?
it's
It's
Or
like
is it-
Fall. It's like
it's
Fall
like-
Guys, but it's Squid Game.
But it's Squid Game.
Oh, okay.
Literally, like red
It's a
light, green light,
ripoff,
like all
yeah,
that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they have
Okay.
other
And
So
they,
the
they have a bunch
styles-
of other stuff too,
they have other games
which
in it. Yeah.
which are also their original games are actually pretty good. I'll give them that. But it's kind of weird.
Yeah, they even have like the lights out dorm game when the lights go on. You gotta there's
You beat
weapons on
everybody
the
else.
floor, and you gotta it's pretty fun, and it's got the music and everything else, and the sound effects as the people are getting knocked off. It's definitely worth playing, and it's free. So
Oh,
That's
okay.
your
Yeah,
price,
that's great.
though.
Yeah,
that's definitely your price. So
I think it's only on PC though.
so all right. Well then, let's hop on over into the new releases. First new release out this week is Battlefield 2042 out for the Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC. As we previously discussed, I have no interest in this game. I'm not into like, let's fucking overcomplicate a game with squad-based gameplay and actually have to communicate with shitloads of people. So this is not my thing. My pure game is 4v4. So,
The funny thing is, there's no more communicating. They took it out.
I know. Actually, that's one of our news stories too. So yes, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I did find out today that they, I meant to pick this up. I just haven't because I was knee deep in Forza. But yeah, they even have they brought in some of the the different type of ammos per gun, so you don't have just the standard ammo, so you can get different rounds and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to playing this. It's just right now, unfortunately, Halo came out, so it's going to be put on the back burner for a while.
Yeah, so I'm the guy that got this game, and now I look like an idiot because Halo's out.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, I thought I
Right?
saw you
So,
playing
like,
earlier
I've
this
been
week,
I've been
right?
playing Battlefield all week, like, and like it sucks.
You didn't mention that in what we're playing.
Oh, I forgot because I'm trying to get fucking through this. That's why.
Oh,
Uh,
yep. So yeah, I have no interest in this. But
I
What's the other
love
new
it.
game?
I actually find the game really good. Like the big maps are like one of the maps has like a mountain on it with one of the points on it. It's like this map is so fucking humongous.
yeah, that's
How's
always
the,
problem with the
world-changing
Battlefield
events?
games, Yeah.
How's the world changing events? Do you have any of those go off? on you?
Yeah, like I've seen experience hurricanes or whatever, tornadoes. It's like pretty fucking epic. Like And they don't happen very often, which is kind of cool. So when they do happen, it's like, oh.
Nice.
But
Mm,
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, one thing I saw
It
is that
sucks now they held out.
the
I feel bad.
hovercraft looks like it needs to be nerfed. Every time I watch a stream, the hovercraft is just owning everybody.
Really?
mm,
Yeah,
Interesting. Wait, hovercraft?
yeah, the
Or-
hovercraft.
Like the car that hovers
No.
over the ground?
No, it's the hovercraft. It's one that looks like a military hovercraft.
You mean the transport? It's like a helicopter, but it's got no. It's
No,
like
no, no.
jet.
No,
No, I think he
And
means
it carries
the
like
big,
eight people in it.
I think he means the big thing that blows up like a balloon, but
Yeah,
rectangular.
the
Yeah.
car. It's a car with air
yeah,
on
it's
it
like
at the bottom.
okay, car with air under it. It's
Yeah,
a hovercraft.
But it's considered like a car in the game. That's why I
Yeah.
call it a car. not-
That's what a
It's-
hovercraft
if
is.
it's like 4 people, it has no weapons on it.
Every time I see it, it's just dominating everything. It's just everybody's
That's why I'm
mowing
like,
people
are
down
you
all around
sure
it.
you're talking about the right vehicle? But I don't know.
Seldom was probably high at the time, to be honest.
Probably.
I mean, maybe.
All
I
right.
don't think so though.
The next new release out this week was Nerf Legends, out for the Xbox Series X and S, PS5, Switch, and PC. This is a first-person shooter coming out at the wrong time.
Well, this
It's like
is
Battlefield.
a fine first-person shooter if you have children that are under 13 or 10
Yep,
that you don't want them playing the real shooters.
I could see that.
Like all the Nerf games I've played over the years have been pretty fun. Especially like on the Wii when you could slap the Wii controller into a Nerf plastic
Oh
body
yeah,
and
yep.
yeah. So they've always been fun, and they give that little like cross between like a first person shooter and a paintball type game.
Yep.
And so unfortunately, it's not the right time for my kids to be playing it because they're all older than that.
No.
So
Yeah, no, this thing has great reviews, and it's a legit AAA title. It just came out at the wrong time.
Like Battlefield.
Yeah, like Battlefield. Yes, like Hit's mistake. And I guess technically, if I was going to say another new release that was last minute, we got the Halo Infinite multiplayer release today.
Beta. It's a beta.
I guess technically
Beta.
it's a beta, even though it's complete, even though nothing's going to change between now and December 8th.
and you can already buy the battle pass and it'll
Yes,
carry over.
yes, you can buy the battle pass. You can start playing. Yeah, this seems like I guarantee you that Battlefield is pretty pissed right now. But yeah, it is what it is.
Bet you Vanguard's pissed too.
Yeah. So they probably thought they had a little more time, but they still got their sales in. So who gives a shit? But
Guess.
yes. All right. Why don't we hop on over into gaming news? First story.
Halo Infinite's out.
Yes, Halo Infinite's free multiplayer
Last
mode
story.
is available now. So yes, we've beat this horse dead, so we don't even need to cover this news story. But yeah, if you got an Xbox or a PC, this is free for everyone. You don't need Game Pass Ultimate or anything else. You can just go pick this up because they're counting on making money off you from the Battle Pass and from in-game cosmetics and other shit like that. So definitely pick it up and have a good time with it.
Just a word of warning: if you're picking it up and you're playing and you want to play with your buddies, don't quit out of a match. They didn't take that out of the last beta where you get timed out and you're banned for 5 minutes or whatever.
Oh,
If you
nice.
leave
really?
early. Yeah, it's still in there. We had issue with playing with one of my buddies, Cowboy, a little bit ago. He backed out to play with us, and he was banned for 5 minutes. It was the first time he backed out of something too. It was like, oh, come on, man.
Oh, I backed out of something just now too, and weird. Okay.
I don't know.
So, just be careful of that ban because it sucks.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that from the playtest weekends. All right, next story.
I'll take this one since I was hinting at it earlier. Reports Sony lowers its PlayStation 5 production outlook due to component shortage. This is something we've been saying for like the last year and a half, 2 years, that the productions are going to be issue due to the whole manufacturing
Supply chain
throughput.
stuff.
So Yeah, it looks like they came out and said that don't expect as many consoles as we needed to get out by Christmas. So if you can get one, and hopefully, if you have one already, you're good. So
Yeah, they lowered this estimate by 1.5 million consoles. That's a big slip. That this is not a trivial number to be like, oh, we were off by a little. Like, yeah, that's a lot. So
Is it something that they miscalculated, or just something that's like just happening to the world right now, just
no,
unexpected?
they gave their other estimate based on all these supply chain issues and everything else, and then they've had to further reduce that.
hold them back. Yeah.
And I thought at the time when they announced theirs that they were being pretty aggressive based on the supply chain issues we're seeing everywhere else. They were obviously hoping to ride the wave at the end of the supply chain issues, but now we know they're going to go through pretty much all of next year. So, yeah,
Yeah, and I guess that was followed up by Nintendo saying that they're going to be lowering their Switch productions as well on top. So they're looking to
And there's
reduce
like
theirs by
1,000
20%.
new devices coming out. Like everyone's trying to get the fucking share of the load. Like there's only so much to go around. Like everyone's experiencing it. The Steam Deck just got
Yep.
pushed back because
Well,
of
these
supply.
are all of our stories.
Yeah, like everything's fucking everything. Like I don't know why. Like this is a big deal. Like
Yeah, even the
Kind of
auto
expected.
industry. Yeah, the auto
Yeah,
industry still
auto
hasn't recovered
industry.
either. Like you can't get a new car. You have to be on a waiting list to get a new car still, I think.
Yeah, I saw those Ford
fucking like
Broncos.
200 ships outside of San Francisco, just sitting there.
Sitting. Ford Broncos are selling $40,000 over list MSRP. Like that's insane. The new Bronco, it's crazy. So
Maybe I should be buying and selling cars.
yeah, if you can buy them.
Yeah.
All right, next story. You want this one hit? No.
No, I don't want nothing.
All right. I'll take this one. Battlefield 2042 won't have voice chat when it debuts on November 19th. So the voice chat and
I wish I would have heard that last week.
yeah, voice chat and the scoreboards are coming at a later date, which seems insane for a shooter game.
Especially Battlefield game, because communication is so key to that game. Like
Is it
scoreboards, you can
though?
deal. Well, yeah, if you're running in a squad
Like,
and
look
you're
how
trying
many
to take,
how many people in a 4v4 match of Halo have mics on, and then now multiply that by the 128 player lobbies that Battlefield has. It's like that's such a small percentage. It's like less than 5%. I get why they did it. I just don't know why they didn't take away the option, like to like turn it off by default, and then you have to like enable it only for like squads instead of like everybody.
For
But
the
I don't
whole
know.
thing, yeah. I just
Yeah,
don't think it was ready.
I just,
mean, I
I
guess.
hate the direction the industry's going. I want proximity chat back, but they're going
Yeah,
the opposite way where they're
I agree with you.
eliminating chat completely. I'm like,
Yeah, I
damn
agree
it.
with you. It's
Yeah.
good, but nobody uses it, and it's so frustrating. Like, why? I don't understand why people don't use it.
I feel like people are more prone to use chat when they're in a pre-made with their friends than they are with randos.
Yeah, but like, what do you mean pre-made? Like a party?
Yeah, like a party. Like you go and
But wouldn't you just use party chat? Like, I'm
Yeah.
talking in-game, like
in-game chat?
where you're not playing with your friends,
Oh.
where you're not playing in a squad of 4, right? Like,
All right, so
you still need to be able to. You're still playing capture the flag, right? Like, you're still manning a
need to
ship in Sea of
communicate.
Thieves.
Yeah, no.
It's
Well, I walked by Tiff when she was playing upstairs, and her entire team had mics on. So yeah. You need the call outs.
need the call outs, man.
All right, next story.
Since Hit mentioned it earlier, Valve is delaying the Steam Deck's launch to February 2022. Not a surprise.
I was
I'm
expecting this.
Yeah,
When I saw like how hard it was to get one, and then like the projections of when Canada was going to get theirs, I was just like, they're not going to be able to make enough of these.
That was your
Like-
wise assessment.
yeah, and it's just it all comes down to the supply chain issues, causing all kinds of havoc out there. So
Yeah.
Not a surprise. In fact, that I wouldn't have been a surprise even if it were in a good culture that this was not delayed anyways
Yeah,
off the
it's-
original announcements, just because it's such good tech, and if it's ready, it's ready. But I don't know if even in a good environment it would be ready.
Steam has never
But
released anything on time in quantity. Like think of their controller.
I don't
that had
know.
the rubby
The
circles.
Valve Index came out right on time.
Okay,
To be fair,
okay, but
and that was Half-Life Alyx launch too. So
That's
it
true,
went
yeah.
it went off with a hitch. So
all right. So the Steam controller that had the two touchpad things, that was
that's a
6 months
controller.
late. The Steam the PC to TV thing. What was that called? It was the thing you hooked up to your TV instead of to your computer.
I know what you mean.
That
I
thing
forgot what it
was
was
that thing was
called.
6 months late. So they don't have a super decent track record with stuff when things are good. So when things are supply chain choked, you can only assume it's going to be worse. But yeah, this didn't surprise me either. But, all right, next story. Gucci made an Xbox Series X for the 1%. So what Gucci?
how many did you buy, Derek?
I didn't buy this. So what Gucci did is they took an Xbox Series X, they laser engraved their little Gucci logos all around it, and they're selling it in what looks like the most foofy like suitcase ever to carry it around in, and it's only 10 G's. Like,
Only.
Yeah.
Only.
no, that was a tongue-in-cheek only. That's
Oh.
absurd. Yes. This is nuts. I don't know who's gonna buy this.
It's the same people that were buying those ceramic iPhones
Yeah,
or
I
ceramic
guess.
watches.
Yeah.
The gold.
The
Like,
gold.
oh,
Yeah.
Your Jay-Z is gonna buy this. Your football star is gonna buy this. I don't know a normal person that would buy this.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, normal. Yeah, no, not anyone
No.
normal.
No, no. It's definitely a fucked up thing, and maybe like it's maybe not that much more than people are going to be scalping these Xboxes for at Christmas time on eBay. So maybe it's just easier just to go right to Gucci and get yourself one instead of paying 9 G's for one. But who knows?
I do have one of those Halo Infinite Special Edition Xboxes. Maybe I should sell that for 10 G.
Last I
So do
checked,
I.
you already opened it and tainted it. So yeah.
No, that was I
open
opened the
box.
controller.
Ah.
I opened the
It's
controller.
still
got
worth
the,
a lot. It's still worth a lot.
yeah. All right. Next story. So to hit,
yeah, I'll
just
take
put
this one.
you on the spot here. It's only just you and
Forza
me.
Horizon 5 has the biggest launch of any Xbox game studio title in history. The open world racer has amassed over 4.5 million players across PC, cloud, and console.
Yeah.
It hit right at the right time.
Yep.
It
It was
hit
the first good
early
game in
enough.
forever. Yes.
Yeah, it hit early enough, and with all the Game Pass subscriptions out there and everything, and everybody's been looking forward to this game since the last Forza Horizon game.
Yep.
And I personally think the Horizon games are much better than the other Forza.
The straight
game,
Forza? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Fuck those. Yeah.
the motorsport one.
Yep.
But this game is just so much fun to play, and it's just
Yep.
there's nothing like beating your head against the wall trying to beat a challenge by just a couple feet jumping off a ramp, into an ocean.
Rewind,
So
adjust a little, trying it, rewind, adjust a little, trying it. Yeah, no, I love
So-
this fucking game. I saw at one point it even hit 6 million concurrents, which was bigger than the launch
Nice.
day. But yeah, 4.5 million at launch is insane. Like it's nuts. So good on them. Great game. I feel bad for them that Halo was like, oh, by the way, we're dropping it. And they dropped Infinite on him, but I'm sure there's still plenty of people that'll play or kind of work both games into their repertoire. There's only so long that you can play a shooter before you're like, I need a break. And then
honestly, I'm like, if they didn't see a bump in their Xbox Game Pass subscription just in this last week, based on what's happening right now, I'm like, they must have seen at least a 3/4 increase in what they were,
oh yeah,
currently subscribed at, because you get Game Pass, you're gonna get Forza, and you're gonna get Halo Infinite.
well,
Like, come on.
Yeah, or even people with Game Pass. Like this is
Yeah.
the thing that brought people to actually download games. Like I had gone a long time being a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, and nothing interested me. And now everything that's coming is interesting me. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I was the same way too.
Yeah, I
Nah,
remember
Game
you and I were
Pass-
talking about the lull. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I didn't upgrade to Game Pass for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day I just pulled the trigger and then haven't looked back.
Yep. Yeah, it's just cost of doing business. Yep. All right. Next story. And this came out as part of the news from Microsoft's 20th anniversary. Microsoft almost put a rotating X button on the Xbox One X. So this is a kind of a crazy story. So this is that the button, the power button essentially. But because
Fuck.
because you could put the Xbox Series X, Xbox One X either direction, they wanted to have the button and logo rotate to match the orientation
Oh,
of the
like
console.
PlayStation.
Does my PlayStation do that?
Every PlayStation in history has been able to do that. I think they stopped doing it with the 5.
Okay.
Like
I've
go
never
go
put
back
in
and look at your old PlayStation and you can turn the logo depending
Oh no,
on.
no. This wasn't
one's
manual.
motorized, though.
This is motorized. This happens.
I mean, yeah.
yeah. Okay. So
The fuck does it matter if it's motorized or your finger? It fucking rotates.
Okay. So anyway, the story came down with Phil Spencer, and he's like, "Well, what's this going to cost?" And they're like $1 a console, and he's like, "Oh fuck yeah, let's do this thing." And then someone was like, "Wait a second, if we sell 100 million of these, that's $100 million that we paid to do that." And then he backed off on it. But I found it pretty interesting that's how this thing comes down to. Like when you think about a $1 feature, you're like, no big deal. But then when you think of a $1 feature multiplied by the lifespan of your console and the sales, it becomes a different thing. So
I would love to have this feature because my current Xbox Series X is on its side
mine as well.
because it fits better the console. Now with my Halo one, I'm going to stand up because I think it looks better that way. But like, yeah, it's a kind of annoying, a little, OCD-ish that, you see it sideways. You're like, wow, just turn it.
Yep.
But motorized, I if it was manual, I'd be totally fine with that. Motorized, I could deal without that. That just sounds like one more thing to break in the console.
And that was one of the comments too, is it's just one other thing that could break. So, yep.
Like, I'd hate to see warranty calls on a $1 feature.
I flipped my console and it didn't spin. Send it in for an RMA. Yep. So,
Well, I'm glad they got rid of the motorized, but I wish they would have kept the rotating part.
Yep.
Yeah,
No, it
like PlayStation back in the day.
just looks weird over here, but yeah. All right, next story.
Discord pauses NFT plans after community backlash. Don't have much to say about this. Who cares?
I saw this and people were like, why don't you guys fix the shit that's wrong with Discord instead of like putting all this development effort into NFTs that are just going to make you guys money, and the Discord's going to be the same shitty broken thing it is now. So yeah.
And right now, the cryptocurrency and the NFTs that are out there, it's the wild fucking west out there right now with everything going on with the amount of cryptos. You pull up one of the apps that you can buy crypto on, and you can buy hundreds of different cryptos. And it's like a lot of these are not going to flush out in the end. So it's the key is to find the one that's going to work, but to focus your Discord on an NFT, which is based on a crypto, it's not the right move for Discord to make at this point, in my opinion.
No, absolutely not. No, and I'm sure we all own some kind of crypto, but yeah, NFTs I just never understood. It wasn't the same kind of scarcity model as traditional crypto, and so yeah, I fuck that. But I actually mined all of my crypto, so I feel good. Didn't spend a cent.
I'm looking to find out what the base crypto is going to be for Meta, because if you can get in on whatever that's going to be, if Meta takes off, and it's probably going to take off with Facebook, even though it's probably not the best platform to go with. But if you can find out what the crypto for what's going to be on Meta, I think you could make a mint on that right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
And I would not think Discord would be the NFT and the crypto that you want to go into.
Certainly not. No, nope. All right, next story. Xbox PC app will soon let you use mods and custom install folders. So this was kind of a limitation that was placed on things that you got from the Xbox app on PC. If you got PC games through there, it wasn't like Steam. You couldn't get mods. You had to put everything in the Microsoft default storage location and everything else. So Microsoft obviously saw this was a shortcoming, and this is going to be patched out soon so that when you're downloading a game, you can be like, oh, and I also want these mods, and oh, and I want to store it on my F drive. And I think this is a step in the right direction for Microsoft realizing that there was a shortcoming with the store. So good on them. Yep. All right. Last story.
On this, we're going to move right on into Netflix Games is available on your iPhone and iPad. Netflix Games use of Apple in-app payment system, even though the main Netflix app does not. I'm a little interested to see how Apple handles this with their recent history of how games are purchased and everything like that. But have any of you guys tried the Netflix Games yet, or no?
No, I know it started last week on Android, so I thought maybe someone like you would have jumped right on this because you jump on everything. But
no, honestly, I have too many other places that I'm buying games right now. I don't need to start buying games on Netflix. So, and I haven't really seen the option pop up anywhere on it. So it's just, I usually don't watch Netflix on my phone though. It's usually on the TV. So
how does it work? Like, can I buy Halo Infinite on Netflix?
No, I think it's just their games.
Like what?
I think I saw like there's Stranger Things 1984, Stranger Things the game, Shooting Hoops, Teeter, Card Blast, another game's coming called Hextech Mayhem, a League of Legends story. All right, now. Yeah, no, that's the game. That's the game.
Oh, so there's a game that goes along with the anime TV show?
Yeah, apparently.
No.
So,
no.
This sounds dumb.
Yep, sounds stupid.
Like,
dumb.
Netflix has got the streaming idea under it, but I just don't know if creating their own games division within that is in the cards for them right now. Sure they'll pull it off in the long run, but
that's what people said about stupid Amazon. But every time I look, fucking Joel Dude I Rock Albert's playing that stupid fucking game. So
yeah, that's because there's nothing else to play.
No, there literally is something else to play. Came out today, and he's still playing.
You know what
game.
I mean?
Yeah.
We've been talking about how there's no games recently.
There were no games. Now they're all the games.
You're talking to a guy that likes WoW.
And Joel's, I was like in Joel's defense, he was a WoW guy.
He's a WoW guy.
True.
Even though I know he doesn't like the game like as much as he liked WoW, like it's an inferior version. I saw a funny comment somebody made online describing the game, and it's perfect. It's the Amazon basics of MMOs.
Nice. Amazon Basics recommends.
yeah. And I'm like, I from everything I heard about that game, exactly what it is.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, that wraps up our gaming news for this week. So,
perfect.
If any of you want to submit stories or ask us to talk about stuff next week, give us a call, 773-527-2961. Email us at podcast@toolplay.com. You can also comment on this episode's thread in the Tool to Play homepage. And sponsors, if we had them, we'd pimp them, but we don't, so we won't. But if you want to sponsor the show, I saw Selden trying to get himself some free swag this week, trying to get some sponsors. But give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@toolplay.com. You tell us what you're selling, we'll tell us you're gonna pay us, we'll sell it, you pay us, boom, done. Twitter us up. You can find everything Tool to Play at twitter.com/Tool to Play. Everything podcast related is at twitter.com/still_got_game. Facebook the fuck out of us, facebook.com/Tool to Play. We also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/Tool to Play. That's where you can find this show and all of our previous shows in an archive format. So you can it's like a DVR with everything Tool to Play related. Quick Hits is on there. Thick and Thin with LB and Duty featuring i6 Hitman, Tiff's immature interviews. Selden, can you think of any other shows that are on there?
No.
Selden's Cam shows on there. I could see I could forget that. But yeah, everything is there on demand at your will. So youtube.com/Tool to Play. Go there and subscribe, and you will not be disappointed at the plethora of content available to you. Please rate and review the podcast on iTunes. Give it 5 stars, and if you have an extra couple seconds, write something nice about us. It's been a while since someone has made a comment of any sort of stature in a while, so please go ahead and do that. We have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/still_got_game. That's where one of the places we broadcast this show live each and every week. So please go there and subscribe, follow us there, because when we switched Twitch channels, we did not get a lot of carryover. I'm not sure where people are watching, but please go to twitch.tv/still_got_game and follow us there. We also have a Discord channel that is at discord.me/stillgotgame. That's discord.me/stillgotgame. Come join our Discord, chat with us. You can chat with Hit, you can chat with Selden, you can chat with me. You got Shadow who's in chat right now. You can chat with him. Tiff is sometimes in there. Yant is almost never in there, but if
Who's in there more than Yant?
Yeah, if you mention him, you can talk to Yant too. So please go jump on our Discord. Like I said, it is at discord.me/stillgotgame. All lowercase, no spaces. And I guess before we wrap up, what do you guys want to pimp this week?
Yeah, if you're looking for me on the socials, the Twitches and all that, go to my Linktree, Linktree/i6 Hitman.
If you're looking for me, you can find me at Linktree/Selden007. So you can find all my links to all my socials there.
All right, and you can find all of my socials as well as all the show socials at linktree.com. Oh no, Linktree. I hate the fucking Linktree address.
Stop it. People know how to find it.
Linktree/Derek Nolan, DEREKNOLAN. So go there, you'll get all my social links as well as all of the shows. So I want to remind you all before we wrap up, you can join us each and every Monday night live, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific at youtube.com/Tool to Play, facebook.com/Tool to Play, and twitch.tv/still_got_game. And on that, why don't we wrap this Three Dudes podcast episode up? I am Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
Hi, I'm Roger the Hitman.
And I am Chris Selden007 Selden.
Hello!